Start again, eh?
Start again.
Like Malevu, Naroro, and Nawamangi village, as our ancestors was coming to Fiji, coming from Tonga, on the way from Tonga right up onto the river places, coming right up here, directly here, and settle up at where the Tabuni Hill Fort is now. That is where they settled, from the Tonga chief. During the war tribes, they challenged every chief in the province, and they settled up there. As you could know, that's where the Tongans live in 3 villages on the coral coast of Fiji. So when they're coming over to Fiji, you see they own all these places. So from now, that time to now, during something was done wrong by our ancestors, our great-grandfathers, done something wrong to our land. Okay? And Kaipalangi, white people, comes from abroad to Fiji and asked our great-grandfathers, so you gave me one piece of land, I gave you smoking pipe, I gave you capstans, tobacco, like guns. There are more lands in Fiji, it's a freehold now. More lands, like this place here, Altriga and Tumbakula. This is all a freehold land. Something was done wrong by the time. So you know the Kaipalangi was so clever by the time, eh? When they gave those things to them, they put it by books, survey the places. So when all these young generations they coming in, they try to find that back land, this land back, eh? But it's too different. It's very hard to get this land back because it's registered by the government. They surveyed by that white man. More land in Fiji became a freehold now. And also this place here is a freehold land, Tumbakula, owned by the people of Malevu. Something was done wrong by our great-grandfathers. There was something was done by that time. So we are trying to put this back. It's very hard for the last, the one that made in the coup, Stephen Rambuka, to the next Prime Minister, to this Prime Minister. So it's very hard to get the land back. Eh? It's owned by that, the freehold land. So this area was owned by Mr. Barrett now, Tubakula. Mr. Barrett, so Mr. Barrett passed away. Mr. Barrett got a daughter, so he married to a Chinese. So he owned this Tumbakula and Serene Beach, cafes at Lotoka, one in Suva, owned by that Germans, the wife of that daughter of Mr. Barrett, Charles. There's a short story about our land.